They stand tall in many Kenyan neighborhoods, silently and slowly choking the lives of those they shelter. It's everyone's dream to own such lavish houses. Kenyans are investing heavily in real estate and are saving hard-earned money to acquire homes and offices. It is estimated that humans take in about 550 liters of oxygen in a day. Structures which have been condemned because of poor air quality, known as sick houses, can rob you of your health as you spend more time in them.
The predisposing factors for this are actually issues around pollution, contamination, congestion. These are things that actually fast track the being of a disease because of the molding of the walls.
In 1997, children died in a 6-story sick building in Mathare North. The flats, which are built on a sewer path, slowly suffocated the children who were living there with their families. This raised eyebrows in Parliament, which recommended that some 394 buildings like the Killer House in Mathare be demolished. To date, most of the houses still exist. The Nairobi City Council continues to issue developers with notices to stop construction of such buildings, but to no avail.
The problem that we have is sometimes these laws are not properly enforced, because to have a set of laws is one thing. To enforce them is a thing of willpower, is a thing of how uncorrupt our system is, and we are struggling with those things.
The mold substance that thrive in the areas that are damp is one of the visible indicators that a building is sick. This is common in houses built on wetland areas and poorly constructed structures which fail to meet the required building standards.
A building has to be attractive, a building has to be safe, and when we talk of safety, is not just an issue of a building not collapsing, but we say the users inside are not prone to small accidents.
And it's for this reason that thousands of new building plans designed daily pass through regulatory bodies, the City Council, Ministry of Public Health and Sanitation, National Environmental Management Authority NEMA, and are certified for human habitation.
If an engineer does not do their work properly and a building fails, then of course there are laws that would come into play.
But with few developers in a rush to complete sets of houses for still speeding up the building process, often the end result is catastrophic, with the building collapsing or the less visible but equally dangerous mold infestation of the structures.
We have properly qualified contractors, fundis on site, because if we can do a good design and then it's not properly implemented, then we have issues again.
In attempts to cut down costs, some buy cheap materials of poor quality to bring up huge buildings and still opt for shortcuts during the actual building process.
If we are too mean with the cement in the mix, or we don't allow it to cure sufficiently, then of course we have problems.
And as sure as this is a disaster in the making, molds in such unhealthy houses begin to manifest. They produce spores that float in the air and find their way into the respiratory organs. What many people don't know is that cleaning the layers of vegetation with household products may worsen the condition, according to health experts.
These contaminants, some of them are cancer-causing items. We later have conditions and diseases that one cannot explain, and unless you do some retrospective study to follow and get to understand whether this is actually having an association with the housing, you might not be able to have a very quick answer.
Statistics by the World Health Organization show that 30% of new or remodeled buildings are sick. Health risks from such buildings are said to be greater than outdoor pollution and other bizarre causes of unusual deaths in larger cities. Brenda, Cheruiyot, Citizen TV, Nairobi.